A line from Oh Lucy that you keep in mind.
We're just gonna have fun, all right? It's a fun class.
Looks like you need a hug. Hmm? Yeah.
とっても変わった学校ね。
I think that when John tells Lucy that to speak like an American, you have to slow down, you have to relax, and you have to pretend that you don't have a care in the world, and that being American is just all about being cool. I think it's ridiculous and funny, and I think it's great. Right here. Brian De Palma. He exists. I worked with him on the Black Dahlia. He's this uber talented, very strange man, but he's my kind of strange. I love him. I love the experience of working with him. And he represents something in my film culture, you know, that sort of 70s and sort of respect for filmmakers' authorship. And that's always something that I've admired about filmmaking generally, and when I'm working with a filmmaker who has that sort of authority, I feel like I'm having a better experience. So I seek that out all the time.
Do you want to know a secret?
Sure.
Daddy bought rotten lumber and old movie sets from Max Sennett and built houses out of them. That's how he really made his money. He's got fire traps all over LA.
Being a sex symbol. I wouldn't know anything about that. Trip Fontaine. One of my favorite characters, not only because the name is the most interesting name I've ever... At the very beginning of my career, I had some really good names. Zeke and Trip, and Trip Fontaine himself was a mess. The fact that it was 20 years ago is still mind-boggling to me. I met a lot of people that I became close with on that film, and so it means a lot to me personally. I'm happy that I was able to have that opportunity.
Yummy, warm.
Thoughts?
Hey. It's just meat on bread. Thanks, Mom.
The role that changed everything. I'm still looking for that. I grew up in a place where being in film just wasn't an option. That wasn't something that people aspired to. I was no different. I didn't think I would be able to be an actor in film. So my appreciation of film came from the local video store, which I ended up working at. I suppose the role that changed everything was the first one I was hired for, which was The Faculty. That was the first film that I was hired for, and so I have to, you know, give it all up to Robert Rodriguez for that, because that changed my life enormously. From Minnesota to New York, the story of Bob Dylan. Ever since I can remember, I was enamored with New York and obsessed with the possibility of living there and becoming a New Yorker. And there's like a bitter twinge to this question because I've just had to sell. I've had to move out of New York. It's tough, but I have children now, and my partner is English, and we've been spending a lot of time in London, and that's the way it goes. Batman or Superman? Batman. Yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, I saw the Batman with Michael Keaton that was directed by Tim Burton like 50 times. I love that movie. So, Batman.
What are you? I'm Batman.
My dream director. Someone who I've always wanted to work with, and I've met on a couple of occasions, and I don't know why he's never asked me to play one of the roles in his film. I just don't understand it, and I really, really love to work with him. Is Wes Anderson. I just really want to be in I want to be anything in a Wes Anderson film. Anything.
The Japanese archipelago, 20 years in the future. Canine saturation has reached epidemic proportions. An outbreak of dog flu rips through the city of Megasaki. Mayor Kobayashi issues emergency orders, calling for a hasty quarantine. Trash Island becomes an exile colony. The Isle of Dogs.
Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor was a movie that that put me in more in the center of the Hollywood game. It made people more interested in me as a commodity than as an actor of different roles, but it was something that also helped me make decisions that would allow other films that I wanted to get made. So it was a mixed blessing, you know. Fame in Hollywood, it's like fame anywhere else. It's only good for, you know, getting a good table at a restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.